In these days, Huawei CEO Ren Zhengfei called American technical experts back to China for photonic chip development in case of America makes some sanctions. And then the American expert flied back to China immediately. It seems that Chinese Huawei CEO Ren Zhengfei words works. Therefore, I will take you to learn about this new with more details. In China, it is no shortage of talents in China. What is lacking is the way to retain talents. Every year there is a large outflow of talents. The United States has full respect for talents, a good research atmosphere, and generous salaries. More and more international students are getting PhDs, directly stayed in Silicon Valley to work, and even more directly became American citizenship. The founder of China Micro Semiconductors, Yin Zhiyao, chose to return to China at the age of 60. The 5 nanometers etching machine developed by the company has entered the production line of TSMC and has become one of the world's top manufacturers. Yin Zhiyao returned to China. More than 300 technical patents have been obtained so far. And he once said, compared to the top Chinese PhDs in the United States, his technology and status are not the most outstanding. When he was still working at Intel, most of the technical R&D personnel and team leaders were Chinese. This is enough for us. Thinking carefully, we must find the reasons for the outflow of talents from ourselves, and how to retain talents is currently the most critical. American chip doctor returned. After Yin Zhiyao's precedent, many semiconductor talents have returned to China one after another. Recently, there has been good news again that China has ushered in a top talent returning from the United States and has clearly rejected high salaries abroad. Temptation, after returning to China, he will devote himself to the development of the domestic semiconductor industry, and it is the chip doctor Chong Lin. Shandong University is Chong Lin's alma mater. After graduation, she studied at the University of California in the United States and obtained a PhD. During her time at the University of California, she participated in the research and development of photonic chips and various top semiconductor technologies. After graduation, Chong Lin did not choose to stay in the United States. After seeing that many domestic companies are engaged in the research and development of photonic chips, he resolutely chose to return to China. According to him, using the theoretical knowledge and laboratory experience he has learned for many years can help the development of the domestic photonic chip industry very well, and he also called on more young scholars to participate in the ranks of helping the development of domestic semiconductors. Such aspiring young people will do a lot. Huawei photonic chip ushered in strong assistance. Photonic chips are generally considered by the industry to be the most likely next-generation chip material. At present, various countries are also promoting the development of this project. Dr. Chong Lin has been working hard in the field of photonic chips for a long time. Compared with current electronic chips, the optical fiber transmission speed of the photonic chip is very fast, and the loss is also very well controlled. The problem of optical fiber refractive index that once stumped the industry's top experts has been solved by Dr. Chong Lin. The earliest researchers used quartz to complete the waveguide of the photonic chip, but due to the incompleteness of the refractive index, its use effect was caused. It was not very good. Then Chong Lin used silica to increase the refractive index of the optical fiber, and finally formed the perfect waveguide structure of the photonic chip. Dr. Chong Lin's achievements in this field are not limited to this. He has numerous technical patents. If you make good use of these technical patents, you can help the domestic optical quantum chip industry to develop better. At present, Huawei has achieved the most achievements in light quantum chips in China. Therefore, if no surprises, Huawei will not let such a talent go. At present, Huawei has obtained a technology called optical computing chips, systems and data processing in this field, which is complementary to the research direction of Dr. Chong Lin. Next, it depends on whether Huawei can grasp this talent. If the participants can be perfectly integrated, then it is very meaningful for the development of the domestic semiconductor industry, and Huawei HiSilicon will also usher in strong support. Previously, Ren Jingfei stated, "The most heartbreaking thing is that the talents cultivated at high prices in the country have become other people's wedding clothes. It is the first problem to be solved now that all Chinese chickens return to the motherland to lay eggs. With the gradual improvement of the scientific research environment in China, the emphasis on talents is also increasing. This is the way to attract talents like Mao Wei, Chong Lin and Yin Zhiyao to return to the country. Patriotism urges them to come back. There is no way to make use of it in China, so for researchers, returning to China is not a good thing. At present, China should pay attention to the special care for scientific maniacs, and don't let them deal with those complicated interpersonal relationships, and the salary should keep up with them in time. Don't let these talents still worry about buying houses and children's education. Only by solving their life problems can they contribute to the country without worries. In addition, the survival of the fittest should also be adopted for talents, and the development of young people should not be hindered because they are old employees. By the way, let us talk about the optoelectronic chips. The breakthrough of optoelectronic chips is an important turning point in the development of China's semiconductor industry. The optical device uses semiconductor light-emitting technology, that is, directly emit light in the conductor. In fact, the U.S. photonic chip theory was published many years ago. It can transmit data with light, which is faster than the chip we usually use, and consumes less. In short, it is the use of light quanta to transfer energy. Unexpectedly, Chinese researchers have achieved theoretical breakthroughs in such a short period of time. This technological breakthrough has not only improved China's position in the semiconductor field, it has also leapt to the forefront of the world. This achievement is encouraging. Many netizens have such a question: what is the difference between the photonic chip and the commonly used chip? In fact, most users can intuitively feel the difference in it. Its work efficiency, such as the operating efficiency of the photonic chip and the transmission speed of the system stall, are all on the chips we commonly use. A photonic chip that allows users to have a better experience. In fact, the technology of photonic chips is not only in China's research and development. Many countries have also invested a lot of money in this area. It is just that China has developed it very early and has come to the forefront of the world. Today, China's chip technology has broken the previous U.S. monopoly on the chip market. The technological breakthrough of the Chinese scientific research team this time is enough to give China a voice in this field. When the United States saw the results of research and development, it proposed to share technology. China was also surprised by this. This technology has kept me in a leading position in the world's semiconductor industry. It successfully broke through the monopoly of Western countries, and at the same time broke through the limitations of the United States. This incident has inspired China to be beaten if you fall behind. We must accelerate the pace of the semiconductor industry, master core technologies, walk in the forefront, no longer be passive, and no longer be controlled by others. In the end of this video, we can know that the Huawei's photonic chip development and its talent construction. Thanks for having your watching in this video. As for Huawei development, how do you feel in this video? You can add your ideas or suggestions in the comments below. Please keep following our channel and like our videos.